The Motor Transport and Traffic Directorate, MTTD, of the Ghana Police Service is cracking the whip on drivers who flout road traffic regulations, especially abusers of horns and sirens. The second in command at the Central MTTD, Superintendent Alex Dzabaku Amenya, says enforcing road traffic regulation 2180 will make the roads safe for all.
In the early hours of Wednesday, a team of police from the Central Motor Transport and Traffic Directorate, MTTD, of the Ghana Police Service were out on the streets of the capital to catch defaulting drivers in the act of flouting road traffic regulations, especially those who abuse the use of sirens. The team was on the Spintex Road. The second in command at the Central MTTD, Superintendent Alex Dzabaku Amenya, explained that the current increase in the number of accidents on the roads has necessitated the exercise.
At the moment, we are looking out for those abusing horns and sirens, which they are not supposed to use. They drive recklessly along the road and face oncoming vehicles, which poses danger to other road users. And we want to ensure that that habit is stopped.
Though no driver fell foul, this car was stopped by the police for using the shoulder of the road. The occupants gave the excuse that they were late for a meeting and therefore resorted to the use of that portion of the road to beat time. Superintendent Amenya said the exercise would be carried out countrywide. He warned that any lawbreaker would be processed and put before court.
Joining us on the phone is the Commanding Officer, Central MTTD Accra, ACP Anderson Fosu Ackah, to talk about sirens. Hello, good evening, ACP.
Good evening.
Thank you for joining us on GBC 24. Now, let's go straight to business. Which category of vehicles, in your estimation, abuse sirens the most?
Thank you for this opportunity. We are backed by the Road Traffic Regulation 2012 LI 2180. The LI has specified the type of vehicles that can use sirens. You can find it under the Regulation 74.3. Regulation 74.1 says a person who does a motor vehicle shall ensure that the vehicle is fitted with an efficient electronic or pneumatic horn or both horn which gives out a single note when the bulb is pressed. It means that you can have only a horn that is a single note. Sub-regulation 3 says that despite sub-regulation 1, a siren or a bell may be fitted as a warning appliance and used on the following classes of motor vehicles. A government vehicle used for official purpose by the head of state. That means the vehicles of the head of state can be fitted with a siren. B, you have a police vehicle. C, a motor vehicle used by the fire service. D, a motor vehicle used as an ambulance by a hospital or clinic. E, a motor vehicle used by other recognized government security agencies. And a dual vehicle registered by the licensing authority.
Okay. Now, what does the law say about those who abuse sirens?
Yes, that is Regulation 74.4 says that a person who contravenes this regulation commits an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a fine of not more than 25 penalty units or a term of imprisonment not more than 30 days or to both. So, if you are using any vehicle that doesn't fall under 74, Regulation 74, sub 3, it means you have committed an offense that you can be convicted for 25 penalty units or not more than 30 days imprisonment.
Oh, okay, yes. ACP. By law, police officers are allowed to use sirens. Can they also abuse this privilege? And if so, who polices the policeman?
Please come again.
By law, police officers are allowed to use sirens. Can they abuse police officers are allowed to use sirens. Can they abuse this privilege, and if so, who polices the policeman?
No, you can't abuse it. What the law is saying that a police vehicle, so assuming an individual police officer using his own car, he cannot place a siren in his car. Because the law has specified the type of vehicles that can use the siren. So if an individual police officer has a vehicle, he cannot fit a siren in his car because it's an offense. He's not permitted to use a siren because the car doesn't fall under the category of the police vehicle.
Okay, ACP, but assuming a police officer is caught doing this, what will be the punishment meted out to him?
Yes, a police officer using a siren in his own private vehicle, he has committed an offense like any other citizen or any other person who has contravened to the law.
Okay, my final question, why don't the police enter a crime scene silently by muting their siren rather than alert criminals of their approach with a loud blaring of the sirens?
Come again, please.
Why don't the police enter a crime scene silently rather than alert the criminals by blaring the sirens? It's usually very loud.
It depends on the situation. For instance, the undercover team, that is the detectives might be at the scene and they have reached a situation where they are almost about to overpower the criminals. So definitely they have to use the siren to reach them on time. And there are other times you use the siren to ward off other criminals. So that when they see that police is within the community, they are likely to go into hiding. But when you see the police using the siren at a top speed, it means that there is other team which is ahead of them at the scene. That's why you see them using the siren to get early to the crime scene.
Thank you.
They are going because they don't have any information on hand.
Thank you very much, ACP. We've been speaking to ACP Anderson Fosu Ackah, the commanding officer, Central MTTD Accra.